In this video, we will learn how cucumber plants are grown, starting from planting and care, all the way to the stage when the plants begin to bear fruit. The process of growing cucumbers begins by planting the seeds directly into polybags. Each polybag is planted with one cucumber seed to ensure optimal growth. After 5 days, the cucumber plants begin to grow their first leaves. At the age of 10 days, new leaves begin to grow again. At this stage, I start applying fertilizer to stimulate the growth of roots, stems, and leaves. The fertilizer used contains nitrogen and phosphorus. The fertilization is done by watering the growing medium with the fertilizer solution. 15 days after applying the fertilizer, the cucumber plants show more vigorous growth. The plants have now grown larger than before. At the age of 20 days, the cucumber plants have grown taller. The stems have started to thicken and elongate. From these stems, new shoots, flowers, and cucumber fruits will eventually emerge. As the plants begin to grow taller, I attach strings to serve as supports. The strings are stretched and tied from one pole to another to help support the growing cucumber stems. Then, I also attach strings from top to bottom, forming a triangular shape. These strings will serve as supports for the cucumber plants to climb. After the strings are installed, I gently wrap the cucumber plants around the supporting thread. This method helps the plants grow and climb properly. At the age of 20 days, I apply fertilizer once again. The fertilizer I use is a combination of NPK and calcium fertilizer. Calcium plays a very important role during the plant's growth phase. It helps strengthen cell walls, promotes root development, and keeps the stems and leaves strong and healthy. At 25 days of age, the cucumber plants have grown taller than before. At this stage, some plants have started to develop flower buds, indicating that they are entering the fruiting phase. During this phase, I begin pruning the old and unhealthy leaves. The purpose of pruning is to ensure that the nutrients are focused on the development of flowers and fruits. Since cucumber plants have a relatively short productive period, I apply fertilizer again at the age of 25 days. This ensures the plants receive enough nutrients and continue to grow optimally. The fertilizers used are still the same as before, a combination of NPK and calcium fertilizer. After proper care, at 30 days old, the cucumber plants have begun to bloom. As you can see, flowers and young fruit buds are starting to appear at each node. This indicates that the plants will soon produce fruits and yield abundantly. To achieve maximum results, I apply fertilizer again at 30 days of age. This time, I use NPK fertilizer with a higher potassium content. The goal is to produce more fruits that are heavier and of better quality. At 35 days of age, some of the cucumber plants have already produced fruits that have grown quite large. In addition, many smaller fruits have also started to appear. It is normal for some fruits to grow larger earlier than others, as each plant has its own growth pace. The cucumbers that have already grown large can be harvested first. This allows the smaller fruits to grow faster and develop more evenly. Normally, I start the first harvest at around 40 days, but at this stage, some fruits have already grown larger earlier than expected. However, this is completely normal in every stage of plant cultivation. To keep the plants producing continuously, I apply fertilizer again. Starting from 25 days of age until now, fertilization is done every 5 days. This is because cucumber plants have a relatively short productive period and require more nutrients compared to other crops. In addition to applying fertilizer, at this stage I also spray pesticides to protect the plants from pests and fungal attacks. An insecticide containing the active ingredient methamil can be used to control pests, while a fungicide with mancozeb is effective against fungal diseases. Regular spraying like this helps protect both the cucumber plants and their fruits from pests and fungi. After 40 days of planting and care, the cucumber plants are now full of flowers and fruits. As you can see, flowers and fruits have appeared along every node and stem of the plant. I usually harvest the cucumbers every day. In my area, many people like this type of cucumber because it can be boiled or served fresh as a side dish. Some of the harvests I sell to vegetable shops. This shows that cucumber cultivation can be a daily source of income. The plants are also very flexible. They can be grown on large farms or in small spaces around the house, as cucumbers grow well in both lowland and mid-altitude areas. Cucumber fruits can be harvested up to 30 times, depending on how well the plants are maintained. For further care, fertilizer can be applied every 5 days once the plants start fruiting. In addition, spray pesticides if there are any signs of pest or fungal attacks to keep the plants healthy and productive. Okay, my friends, that's how I grow and care for cucumber plants from seeds all the way to fruiting. I hope this information is useful and can inspire you to try it yourself. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.